All right, rundown. The 6th of August. Jeffy Lowe here in Chicago.
Yeah.
Nick, this is where you live.
Yes, this is where I live.
Donnie in Paris.
Yeah, sure am. I'll give you
Still
guys
there.
a little treat.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you might be able to see the Eiffel Tower, although I can't.
Sure
Oh,
can.
yeah. Look at
God
that.
damn, dude.
Wait, is that where Jason Bourne jumped out the window into another window? It looks like the exact spot.
Dude, I don't know, dork.
Nah, dude, that's Bourne. That's badass, man.
It could be.
Yeah, it looks like you're in the
What-
Bourne, one of the Bourne movies. We'll get to Donnie in Paris in a second.
Yeah.
He's at the Summer Games. Nick and we're going to be calling the Summer Games here in Chicago live every day this week, Tuesday through Thursdays. So not every day. After the Yak, when we have to avoid saying the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I wrote some jokes last night. Every single one, Olympics.
Summer Games.
I can't. I won't be able to do it. It's already ingrained in my head. I'm gonna get the video taken down single-handedly.
Well, you can stay sharp with some Stella Blue. This summer, Stella Blue offering you the perfect way to beat the heat with 2 brand new limited edition cold brew flavors: blueberry muffin, cinnamon sugar donut. The second one sounds, I think, the best. Stella Blue coffee also teamed up with Foreplay for the Riggs blend.
Oh no!
I don't think they're calling it that. To bring you this blueberry muffin cold brew.
Oh yeah,
bursting with notes of fresh blueberries and brown sugar pastry. It's nothing. It's like nothing you've tasted before. Got the cinnamon sugar donut one as well. Instant classic. Pair it with donuts. Actually, I was going to say, Big Cat. They are 5 minutes from my apartment today.
No kidding.
In
You're
California.
gone.
We did a complete swap.
2 ships in the night.
So whether you're lounging by the pool, standing on the first tee box with Riggs and the boys, Stella Blue's summer coffee is the way to go. So treat yourself. Use the QR code on the screen to grab your limited edition bags of blueberry muffin and cinnamon sugar donut, and use also code rundown for 20% off any order of $25 or more. StellaBlueCoffee.com.
August 6th. I'd be remiss not to wish a happy birthday to Minaj Shyamalan.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah.
Minaj.
I believe that's what the M is for.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Have you seen his new movie?
No. Is there?
I've never seen a movie universally loved and panned at the same time. Everyone says the same thing. They're like, yeah, I had a good time with it. Horrible movie, though.
Dude, he should have retired. Like, Old is one of the most dog shit movies ever.
Awful movie.
Yeah.
The Beach That Makes You Old.
I'm pretty sure he's had a worse movie than Old, though.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes, yeah. That's it.
It could be the worst movie ever made. It's insane how bad that movie is.
That infuriated people. I've never seen anybody more angry about a movie before, ever.
It was that peak of where they thought they could just take a beloved thing, take the name, and do whatever they want with it, and everybody would love it.
They are still doing that constantly.
True, they did come out with a brand new Avatar series as well, and it was also not very good.
Shit.
Did you guys see what he's doing though? His daughters have gotten run lately. Like one of his daughters was the pop star in the movie Trap, and the other one directed a movie which is horrible called The Watchers. Came out this year.
Is she like a twist girl? I know he's a twist.
It's if you would have just seen the Shyamalan part, you would have assumed it was him.
Yeah, you don't have to be a twist in every movie. Not every movie has to have a twist.
Right. You really
and then you just go into his waiting for it. He kind of fucked himself.
He did, yeah. That is a tough thing to establish.
I'm the twist guy.
Well, it's like Knives Out, very good movie, but the second one I liked it, but people didn't like it as much. But because now you have this expectation that Soderbergh with Ocean's 11 too, everything is like you gotta have a fucking twist.
Yeah,
The visit by M. Night Shyamalan, though, that was actually great. It kind of like hits on everyone's fear of old people. And have you ever seen it?
No,
it's a good movie. I do like it.
Yeah.
The best twist in any movie ever is fucking Final Destination when you realize it's the prequel. Did you?
Oh, you're saying Twisted Final Destination?
No, yeah. The twist in Final Destination when you find out that movie you're watching is the prequel to the first one ever. That was sick.
I like the Final Destination movie.
I do too.
In like a, I know they're not good way, but they're just like.
I'm never gonna give it a standing ovation.
Did you ever play the DVD that you could do the Choose Your Own Adventure version?
No.
Yeah, because I think one of the Final Destinations that, depending on what showing you went to, there were different endings.
Oh, okay.
So the DVD came out, you could like choose your own adventure.
I had no idea there were different endings. That's cool too.
Yeah. So
I just remember the Rugrats movie was Scratch and Sniff at one point in time. That was sick.
The first or Rugrats in Paris?
I don't know. You don't want to smell Paris, do you, Donnie?
Actually hasn't smelled as bad as I thought, but my God, it was hot a few days ago. And
it looked sweltering.
Sweltering. I had no AC. I was losing my mind for a while. I was just like angry all the time. Like I couldn't think. That's why we changed Airbnbs. Now we're in a nice one. But the moment we changed Airbnbs and got AC, it cooled down. And I feel like a human being again.
All the horny men were very upset. The first couple days in Paris, it was raining. And so the beach volleyball matches, a lot of the women were wearing pants.
It's fucking bullshit.
Freezing.
Yeah.
And people were mad. I won't
in the
name
NFL,
names.
You get fined if you don't wear a uniform right. So
I won't name names. Someone here at the company might have a nickname, the Don, not the one on the screen. He tweeted, he's like, and it's not the one in Paris. He tweeted, he's like, can we not have anything nice anymore? And I tweeted, I'm like, it's like rainy and like 40.
Yeah.
Now it's hot, and they are very much in because now it's back to the thing where everyone's like,
Dante can finally rest.
We're like the family values people are like, this is unfucking believable. Put some clothes on.
Well, I will say everyone's back to wearing bathing suits except for Team Egypt.
Right. Yeah, they're still.
I got to see them live. It was Egypt versus Italy. Shirts versus skins, but I didn't make that joke.
How is it? Like, give us an update. What have you seen? Anything surprising? You had some great streams.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. It was a shame that like the opening ceremony was just pouring for about like 5 hours. Like it started pouring right when it started and it stopped pouring right when it ended. That was unfortunate. But Paris has been nice. The heat really got to me, but I've been able to meet some athletes. I actually got to meet the USA women's volleyball team.
Oh yeah,
very good. They I believe have either won while we record this or up 2-0 on Poland.
Oh, I thought I saw that they lost to Canada and are now out. Oh, there's
you're talking beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah, they did unfortunately lose. The other team is still in it. Those two did lose. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. The Parisian people have been friendly. I've obviously heard people talk a lot of shit. The only bad experience with them was when I put like my toes on the seat in front of me on a train, and just a lady walked over. She goes, "That's forbidden," and then immediately takes out the credit card machine, and she's like, €60 fine. Had to pay it right there on the spot.
No way.
Yeah, just like I didn't even get a warning.
Oh my God.
No, they take it seriously. I'm not a foot guy. Feet are gross. Yeah, good. There should have been more money.
I did almost ask if it was like somebody imagine if just like civilians have them and they can just find whoever they want.
I'd love that.
A civilian fine. Yeah. That's crazy.
And here's the thing. If you smoke a cigarette on the train, it's also a $60 fine. So it's the same penalty for putting your toes on the seat or just smoking a cigarette on the train.
You fucked up. You should have smoked.
Yeah.
I know. Would have been that €60 would have been worth it.
What about food wise? Have you stuffed your face? One of our I know Max.
Do you think has he been stuffing his face?
Max was there.
I tell you what,
bread and cheese.
I haven't like sought out like really highly recommended restaurants. So the French food I've had has just been so, but the smash burgers I've had in Paris have been the best smash burgers I've had in my life.
You posted, you said the smash burgers are unbelievable. Actually, I would never expect that. That's what you'd find in Paris.
That's a huge loss for the United States.
That is.
And they're super trendy. Like there was about 4 different smash burger spots within a 10-minute walk of my Airbnb.
Have you done any Americanized fast food chains there? You did that in China a bunch.
I've been to McDonald's twice. They have the like McGreek, which is like looks like a burger, but it's in a pita patty. And then they have incredible chicken wraps, and they have this like maple double quarter pounder with cheese that I've not tried yet, but I would love to.
McDonald's, not to make an ad for McDonald's, no free ads. The Golden Arches, also an ad, I guess, saying that. At the Olympics is the best McDonald's in the world.
Really?
That was my experience in London. It like within like the games too, and it's unbelievable. The quality is so high. It's very good McDonald's.
I would have. It's also isn't it kind of weird that like steak frites is one of the signature dishes of Paris, which is known for like, very gourmet meals, but also steak and fries is like the first meal a dude learns to cook after college.
Yeah. I don't look at that as like a fancy dish at all.
Yeah, but it's like, I think it's probably one of their national dishes. When you think of French food, you think of steak frites, maybe duck confit, escargot.
Yeah.
Do you like escargot?
Yeah.
Have we had escargot
mean,
together?
I've never had escargot.
No, okay.
Yeah, dude, I was with Nick the first time he had a shrimp, and it was not that long ago.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, it definitely was KB. KB likes
KB is more adventurous of an eater than I.
KB also likes tartare.
He loves
Yep.
Loves. We were in LA for the Super Bowl, and we went to Musso and Frank, very famous restaurant on Hollywood Boulevard. They eat there in like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, so we went there with Large and Devlin, and Large was like, order whatever you want, and KB ordered 3 orders of tartare right off.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll do that everywhere. He's a tartare guy.
That's what he loves. Are you any events before you leave? Are you going to be able to attend?
A lot more tickets have come on sale so far. I've seen women's rugby. I've seen water polo, 3v3 basketball.
We suck at that.
Yeah, the women's team started 0-2. So you know the very tall, attractive, and good basketball player. See, there you go. It was fair. Cameron Brink.
She's very popular online.
Yes, she blew out her knee or something before the game. So the women had a disadvantage. They came back. They should have made the gold medal game yesterday. The men stunk. Well, no offense. That's Donnie's.
Jimmer Fredette was hurt in the first.
Yes, he did get hurt.
He had a stick rub down
of the second game. And the thing is, with 3v3 basketball, you're only allowed a 4-person roster. And whatever that roster is during the opening ceremony, you're set. So the moment he got hurt, USA had just 0 subs.
They did almost come back. They won a couple games. They were in a win and in for the knockout, but they were the number 1 ranked team in the world.
Why are we not using NBA players for this?
They can't. You have to commit a certain amount of time. You have to play in FIBA 3v3. So like anyone in the NBA would never be able to do that. Maybe college guys they could find, or like people said, take the older guys, like in the Ice Cube League.
Oh yeah.
But Ice Cube League. Fredette was the number 1 player in the world, and Team USA was the number 1 team in the world coming in. So like they were supposed to.
It's tough.
It's an embarrassment.
How is it in person to watch that though?
It was actually a lot of fun just because the venue is beautiful. It's in Concord, so it's right next to this obelisk that the French stole from Egypt. This like giant thing, and then you also have like views of the Eiffel Tower, and then the skateboarding park and the breakdancing park are like right across the way. So after the game,
the breakdancing park. What do they have to construct for the breakdancing?
Yeah, it's just a floor.
Okay,
it's a floor in the arena. Yeah.
It's just a floor. But it was funny. I showed up right before like their third game, and I was so pumped to see Jimmer. And they also have warm-up courts that you can watch them warm up. And Jimmer's just on the bench wearing dark sunglasses, and like everyone around is like, hey Jimmer. And he's just staring directly in front and like not turning around, interacting with anyone. And I was like, oh no, is he just not playing? Then I talked to his trainer, and they're like, yeah, man, I think he's out for the tournament.
Oh, fuck. That did suck. Yeah,
that was a bummer.
That's a tough one because it's like any type of basketball, all eyes going to be on you. And now people get a hard on to be negative about the men's basketball team. They like every negative thing they can find to talk about like the Team USA men's basketball. I don't know why people love to do it. They can just enjoy the fact they're beating the piss out of people. But they've been playing well enough where they kind of turn their eyes. And you saw people just trashing the 3-on-3 team.
Well, they should win.
They should win. It is tough. Latvia is very good at that. They win gold. That's where Germany won gold, I think. Not us though. We did not win gold. We did not defend our title.
That was tough. Get well soon, Jimmer. We all love you.
Sent you to surfing. You know where surfing is?
It's in Tahiti.
Yeah, French Polynesia.
They sent Colin Jost there, NBC did.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He's the new host of Jeopardy Pop Culture.
He is. Yeah. Pop Culture Jeopardy. Yeah.
I went there on my honeymoon, actually.
Oh, yeah? Good.
Yeah.
How are the waves?
Great waves. Not great food, surprisingly. So
in French Polynesia.
Yeah, in French Polynesia. If you want an Asian beach, I would go to Thailand because then you'll get incredible food too.
I'm not going to any beaches if I'm in Thailand.
Okay.
I'll be elsewhere, Donnie.
Only brothels for Nikki. One thing that people never talk about in the US is men's field hockey. Like, I feel like people would jump at an opportunity to watch that because we never have a chance to watch men play field hockey. But it's a big sport in like Australia, India, and Europe.
Netherlands. And the Olympics is just hockey.
No way.
Yeah, it's just hockey. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how they. Yeah, there's a couple of those in the Olympics where like athletics is track and field, breakdancing is breaking.
Yeah.
They don't like it. No.
They don't like when you say breakdancing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
No, I don't know if I.
It's the first year.
Yeah.
So there was this Australian male field hockey player, and he broke his finger during the qualifiers, and so the doctor was like, "Hey, you can't play unless you get part of the finger amputated." And he was like, "I'm not going to miss this Olympics," and got the top part of his ring finger amputated.
That's the coolest choice imaginable. I don't think there's a downside to that.
Yeah, I guess it's cool. I guess a lot of people in the U.S. wouldn't think it's cool simply for the fact that he's playing field hockey.
Right. But like any excuse to get those Olympic rings tattooed on me. I might do it anyway.
What event would you say you played?
I would just say I'm a fan.
I went.
Yeah, I went.
I've watched.
Yeah, you guys have both went to the Olympics. You should get the tattoos.
What did you do?
Piss off so many people.
What did you do? You have Peacock? Yeah, I watched.
Yeah, I ran into Bam Adebayo.
About that, Ledge, by the way, he is in the FIBA game, he's Michael Jordan. He's unbelievable.
Really?
He's so good in the FIBA game. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they're calling him the third Splash brother, or I guess just LeBron James's. But yeah, no, I wanted to see if he would actually think I was some sort of Olympic athlete. And so I just was like, guess what sport I play. And then he looked at my shirt for clues, and I was wearing a Saturdays Are for America shirt that the Barstool merch team had sent me with. So no clues there. He actually guessed that I was a shooter, like a rifle guy at first.
Cool.
That would make sense because you don't really need to be in like tip-top shape.
Yeah.
But I told him I was an archer, and he believed me.
Okay.
I could be an archer. I mean,
our archery guy has a Brady Ellison. He's a legend. He lost in the gold medal match the other day. He's never won gold. He's awesome. He has a pretty big like beer belly.
No kidding.
And he kind of sticks it out, and it's gonna be like this.
I was floored to see how far those targets were away. TV doesn't do it justice. How far those targets are.
And the trajectory of the dart, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy one. Shooting is crazy. I think skeet shooting is insane. Our skeet shooting male guy, Vincent Hancock's won 4 gold. He's unreal. Doesn't miss.
I don't give a shit about the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm not an Olympic guy. I love it. It's my.
I've been watching Donnie's streams. I like the Olympic Village. I like the surrounding fanfare, and I like when the U.S. wins. But I just don't watch it. I don't understand a lot of the sports scoring.
Or tough. Some are very difficult to get into.
Yeah, it's
even
tough
because rugby sevens. If you didn't know it, like it is a little like there's a bit of a learning curve.
Yeah. But rugby sevens, I think, is a fun sport to watch as opposed to the 15 on 15 first rugby where there's just like huge piles of people. You don't know what's going on.
Sevens, you can watch like 4 matches in the span of an hour.
Oh, really?
They're 12 minutes long.
Oh, that's incredible.
6.5 minutes. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, they have to be. They beat the shit out of each other. They can't do it for more than that. It's so fast because that's where you and PFT went when you punched somebody, right?
Yep. That's a sevens tournament. Although, like the thing is, when I went to Hong Kong sevens, I'd maybe watched 1 minute of rugby the entire 8 hours I was there. This was the first time when I went here that I actually watched the sport. It's fun to watch, but I'd love to go to more events. But the thing is, you can't like film any content in the venues.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I saw that we're already starting marketing for the LA games, and they're using like Jalen Hurts throwing the
football. They're going to
let. And is that
no. I'm gonna change what you just said. They're going to make NFL players play.
Really?
That is not going to be like, hey, do you guys? They're going to be very hard nosed about who plays because they want NFL players in it.
That will have to be a bloodbath. If we win by less than 21, failure.
The pressure in LA, in America. If you're an NFL player, to not do anything but win by 6 or 7 touchdowns.
Has to.
The basketball, I do think people have finally accepted. The world is very fucking
yes
at basketball. And so like the expectations they're going by 30 every time is ridiculous.
But the world cares about basketball.
Yes, NFL, no, flag football, no. That needs to be a shit show.
Yeah.
It's that, and baseball and softball are back, but softball's being played in Omaha at the LA Olympics.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I just hope we can see Billy Football coaching the Ugandan team against America.
Could he get an invite for that?
Yeah, but I guess like Uganda still has to qualify because only how many countries qualify? I think it's only 36 or something.
I think it's around that.
For flag football, I don't know how many it's going to be.
Yeah.
And this will
Probably
be the
less than
Olympics
that.
where our very own Jake Malasek
Yes,
will
lacrosse is added
potentially
too.
be goalie.
That's
for
right.
the Czech team.
Is there a chance that he'll be playing for them?
Yes.
In 4 years?
Like he's on the roster. He will be if they qualify.
Okay.
I will watch every Olympic qualification.
Donnie, you'll have to go with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have to go far. I just have to go to Los Angeles.
Did you hear what the closing ceremony is going to be? Who's going to be the main?
Kesha?
Tom Cruise.
What?
Yeah, the Tom Cruise is going to be like, the rumor is he's going to be like jumping down from the Hollywood sign. It's going to cut to him in Paris, jumping down to get the Olympic flag. Because it's the handover. Because half of the closing ceremony is the handover, and it's going to be all American themed.
Yeah.
It's going to be for the Olympics.
Tom Cruise.
That's the perfect.
And he does all his own stunts. That would be horrible if it went bad.
The first time, yeah. First time it goes bad. Anything else? Yeah, men's basketball. By the time this airs, men's basketball played. They're playing Brazil. They should kill them.
I have one more Olympic take. I don't like that we do total medal count.
Yeah, it is gold. Like around the world, everywhere but here, it's gold. And we get made. Has anyone said that to you, Donnie? That should be a thing. Maybe you say you should maybe go around with the total medal count, because that offends Europeans so much that we say we're leading in total. The problem is, by the end of the day, we're probably going to be ahead in gold medal as well.
Yeah,
Europeans hate that shit.
I get it.
I do too. Gold is it is like, in a sense, the only thing that matters. So
yeah, I don't like that. The charts are funny when like we're maybe tied or maybe behind 1 or 2 with gold, but we're still beating it. We're beating China by like 30 medals.
The last time we lost gold was the Beijing Olympics. China won, and we should have lost in Tokyo. We got lucky, and the last day won a couple gold, and we're in okay shape right now.
Right now, are we losing to China in golds?
We are one back, so we are actually one off the pace from Tokyo, but we're expected to pick up a ton in track that we did not win in Tokyo.
Okay,
there's a big race today, the women's 200 meters today. In the U.S., a woman named Gabby Thomas may break out. You know, the women's 200 and 100 has not been broken world record in 36 years.
No,
Flojo. She said it. The 100 was apparently a scam because the wind reader was off.
Oh,
so it shouldn't have counted. The 200 was for real, but it has been. I think it's gonna get broken today.
One thing I learned is that China is nasty at weightlifting.
Oh, no way.
Yes. Yeah, they're favored to win gold in that. Had no idea.
Does China, do they have their athletes compete in more obscure sports to get more golds? Do they like push their athletes to do less worldwide popular sports?
I feel like the Olympics is pretty much the only sports that China really cares about.
Okay.
Like they put their kids in like sport academies from the age of like 5, and they're like, okay, this is your sport. You're going to train until you win us a medal at the Olympics.
There was a table tennis match the other day, and somebody said about the Chinese male or female. They said the crazy thing is he didn't pick up a paddle till he was 6 years old.
Dude, a lot of the like Olympic USA rugby players, they didn't pick up the sport until college.
Yeah,
they're best. Well, so is it not Perry Ellis? That's a clothing brand. Perry Baker, excuse me. But he's very good. But the guy they had a couple years ago for the last 2 Olympics, Carlin Isles, he picked it up out of nowhere, and he's one of the greatest rugby 7 players ever. He's just an unbelievably fast player.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a lot of guys who like maybe did NFL and so like
how are we like skateboarding?
The women's one is on right now. We won silver and bronze. Nigel Houston. He won bronze, and I forget the other. Jagger Eaton won silver, I believe. And then the women's park is on right now.
Cool.
Yeah, skateboarding. I always forget that's actually also in the game. There's so many. BMX racing is my favorite. Favorite.
BMX. There's cross kayak, which is like
that's a crazy.
Is that the one where you have to like flip upside down in the water?
No, that's
Now, how do you get into that? How do you train for that?
So you watch kayaking, because kayaking is crazy. Then now they do a race with 3 people in at the same time, and they drop them from like 12 feet. It's insane.
Yeah, that's awesome. They drop them from 12 feet. It's combat. You're allowed to kind of like knock the other person out of the way. You go through an obstacle course. You got to do a barrel roll, obstacle course, and then you finish. I just talked to the USA bronze medalist who competed in that. And I was like, how did you get into this? And she was like, well, my dad was like really into it. And I was like, well, then how did your dad get into it? And she was like, well, his dad was really into it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
It's just passed down.
I think it just goes back to the people who invented the sport.
I don't know how you go up to your parents and be like, Mom, Dad, I want to do this. Like, where do you even start to train for that? It has to be a parent.
Yeah. I mean, if you grow up near a river with a lot of rapids, you can do some training.
Yeah.
In your backyard. But I think most of their practice they do on these man-made kayak courses.
Watching that, I thought it was like a joke. I thought that was like one of those like Red Bull events.
It's like fluke talk.
Yeah.
It was a Red Bull event. I had to go to the I had to go to the Red Bull house to talk to her. But so I guess it just made the jump from Red Bull event to Olympic stage.
The other thing that I saw that was a weird one. Fuck, what was it? Shit, I don't know if I remember it. Anyway, that's another weird sport that they added that I was like, I didn't even know we had this. Kayak cross caught me by surprise. I didn't realize that. Kind of flew under the radar. I love that. Like wrestling fights every year to remain in the Olympics. Like
that's
the
most OG
sport.
Oh,
yeah. Sport. And they're just adding everything else. It's
breaking has already been removed from the Los Angeles.
No way.
Yes. Flag football will not be in the Brisbane games after the U.S.
Oh, okay.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to add sports that are more regionally based for that country.
Oh, cool.
To add so that's why baseball and softball are back after. So they were in Tokyo. They're not in France. They'll be back in the United States.
Okay.
The other one, there's one guy, last thing we got to go is Mondo Duplantis. He's the
oh my God. Yeah.
Unbelievable for Sweden. Fucking Lafayette, Louisiana, though. And could you imagine being just some random like old person who doesn't have social media, doesn't really know the context, watching NBC last night and they see this Swedish guy, the greatest pole vaulter of all time, named Mondo Duplantis. And then he comes on and he has like a small Cajun accent.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
But he got overshadowed just by, he got literally overshadowed by a pole vaulter with a big dick.
Yeah, it's true. You think Mincy's been to a Widespread Panic concert with Mondo Duplantis?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah. Check out Read Discovery Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Donnie's still got stuff going on in Paris.
Your live streams have been incredible. And they're
tomorrow. I'm trying a live stream where I will swim in the Seine because
oh my God.
Yeah. So I don't know how that is going to end, but it will be 9 a.m. Eastern time. It will start.
For context, one of the triathlon competitors said they saw things in there they didn't want to speak about.
That just meant condoms.
Which I think that's a little. I think that's an exaggeration.
I'm not worried about that as much as getting a serious fine from the Paris police.
I mean, so what?
Yeah.
Rough and rowdy.
Loser goes home match.
Loser goes home, which I didn't know until a few days ago. That means I just didn't dawn on me that Mikey Betts doesn't work here anymore if he loses.
Yeah, so I thought it was loser goes home. I thought it was like a tongue-in-cheek joke. Like, you gotta leave Wheeling, West Virginia if you lose. You can't stay here.
I didn't know he's going to lose his job.
And then the Abel brothers can never fight again.
Which just seems significantly less consequential.
What a raw end of the deal Betts got.
But I think Betts going to win.
Betts been training his ass off here in this office.
I don't think you make that. I don't think you make that.
You don't make that unless you're very.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Abel brothers, they change their nicknames every fight. So now is he fighting the Light Bringer right now? I forget, the Light Bearer.
You're going to be there.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Someone might have said it to me and I think I just might have laughed it off as like, oh, like he's. Like
loser goes home. That's funny.
So, but when I heard it like specific, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna lose, like really would lose his job. Then Barstool Summer Games every day after the Yak here, 2:30 to about 5, 3 events per day. Titus, Jerry, Brandon are captains, 6 people on a team. Nick and I will be hosting. Yeah. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be dumb, but it's gonna be fun. So definitely check that out. That's it.
Yeah.
Donnie, good luck.
Good luck. Watch Donnie's live stream.
Yeah,
if you have a second monitor, they're long and just. You kind of get to be Donnie.
If you're scared of flying, you can go to Paris.
Yeah. And when I get back to Chicago, Nick's going to be doing a Pokemon Go live stream.
Pokemon going together.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we're going to go shiny hunting.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone.
All right.
Thanks, Stella Blue. We'll talk to everyone later.
God bless.